Cue the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to Away From Gaming.
Hey, it's been a long time.
Today we've got something a little special.
A little special.
What do we got?
How special? Like demo.
Like Sriracha
Like
Gold.
a 1 inch. Chub.
1 inch? 1 inch is chub.
It's not that special.
Chub. Well, yeah, we got 1 inch,
Sorry, Karen.
fragment
1 inch
of the Final Fantasy XV game, which is probably not even
50.
part of the actual game because it is, okay. Starting off, it's a demo. It's called the Platinum Demo, and it pretty much is, this is how the game is going to be controlled. And they're just introducing the main character. His name is Noctis. And this happens in his dreams and when he's a child, and we'll see where it leads kind of into later on into the game.
But I like the fact that they did with this demo is that it's not going to be in the game, on the actual game.
Oh yeah, so
It's
that's
gonna be
totally
released.
what I was going for.
And you actually can get the mascot that you follow around in the demo. You actually get it as a pet in the actual game.
Yes, yeah. So he's your your sprite companion.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it
He
goes.
is the
Right now, is
Nav.
he having the Final Fantasy? No, I'm just kidding.
he's having a Final Fantasy.
No,
well,
but
considering
what
the
do you mean
Final
this isn't in the game?
this is kind of
Like, is this
It's
just
just
like...
to show mechanics. It
That's
has
what I was gonna
nothing
say,
to
so
do
this is
with
just like an
story.
engine?
no,
Kind
it
of
does
thing?
actually kind of shows where the main character Noctis is.
It's
his
at right now.
backstory.
I guess I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it, but I like the fact that it's just a demo. It's not going to be in the game, and you actually get something of it if you do
Gotcha,
decide
okay.
to buy the full.
So what they're saying is that Final Fantasy is an RPG.
Ooh, it
the
is.
only one that I need is the RPG for
This
me.
is probably the with all the side games 20th game that you need. Final Fantasy 15. As you can see, I haven't played Final Fantasy.
Was that a Galaxy 4 note he's holding?
Hey,
Product
Samsung Japan.
Shit.
It's all about that. What's funny is the phone he's holding is actually being used as a kind of translator for the creature there. That's your companion in the game.
I forgot what it's called. What do you remember what it's called?
The fox.
What does the fox say? Well, just look on your phone.
It has a name, but I just don't quite remember.
Yeah, it might
YouTube.
show up. It might just show up. He's what's Link's companion?
Navi.
Navi. He's the Navi to your Noctis.
Noctis.
So they're stealing from another game. Right?
Oh, totally.
Wow,
No, yeah.
So one thing I gotta say about the demo, I did play it when it came out, and I really like the controls.
Yo, this game looks fucking sexy.
It looks beautiful.
It's really good. Yes.
What Final Fantasy Square Enix has always done
I love Square Enix,
is
so
made beautiful games.
tell me.
And beautiful, not only on the first surface, but also usually really intense storylines.
Yeah. Beauty's not skin deep.
Yeah. Oh, that's just the
I
Overwatch
actually-
beta showing up. That's who knows? I might have played that. Anyways,
Restart.
restart. No. You were gonna say, Chris?
What are those collectibles?
I don't know. They were just these random things that didn't really have any effect.
Impacts on the demo?
Do you ever get to play as him and it just becomes a Sonic game where you're like going around collecting
Yo.
the gems?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, maybe-
that's what I was about to say. That
There
those
may be a
gems
mini-
kind of resemble
Yeah.
the rings.
See, the one thing about this demo is that it's really strange.
I think they're just trying to give you guidance.
Yeah.
To the level more
Yeah,
than anything else.
and it's
Looks
just
like
really
it.
strange because obviously you're in his dreams and you don't even know after
Oh, but
a
that being
while.
said, it is collecting. Like, look at the top right.
It's some
Yeah,
sort
it
of
is.
coins.
It's like the rings.
It's
Yeah.
some sort of coins.
When you get hit, do you lose them all?
No, actually, that would be funny. But going back to saying, Square Enix has always made beautiful
This
games.
game is fucking sexy.
Surface and in
Look
story.
at his hair. Look at the lighting.
Yeah,
And this is what the game's going to be played like.
It's
I
gonna be
think
even
it's
better
actually
than
going to
this.
be even better because right now I can tell the FPS is not as smooth as it could be.
Absolutely.
But I really think
demo.
that it's a demo, exactly. So once the game's out in September, I think it's going to be great, and I can't wait for it.
What is new in this game and is different from other Final Fantasies is the battle system. It's not separate. Like, you don't go into a battle phase like certain RPGs like Final Fantasy X. I'm throwing out that one as a
So it doesn't
comparison.
go in with like the white screen. It's like
No, you'll see right
It's
here.
like, yeah,
it's
you just
dun,
go
dun,
into
dun,
it to
dun,
fight.
dun.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a fight. So
See-
I equip my weapons and I'm
Okay.
kind of looking around, and they're really easy here because it's a demo and
Is
you're
it
a
hack and
child.
slash or what?
Sort of, yeah. If you can see actually the controls on the
Yeah.
side, kind of what to do.
Oh,
And I guess they really dumbed it down for the demo, showing like, hey, like
this is
learn
really
this.
strange in the sense that it's like more like Dark Souls now.
Yes, I was gonna say it did remind me of Dark Souls,
like,
Bloodborne.
Even Darksiders. Yeah, the
Oh,
whole
that game.
Dark series, you know.
Yeah, so it's something new that I don't think has been in a Final Fantasy game for
Yeah.
at all.
If I can add, like, literally my Final Fantasy experience is Final Fantasy, I believe 13.
Lightning,
Yeah.
I love that
I
one too.
played that for a combined total of 2 hours and brought back the game because I
That
didn't
water
like it.
was definitely deeper than foot level.
Oh, there you go.
And
This bitch is Jesus. Sonic, look.
Sorry,
end
so
of the
you
level
didn't like
marked by a
Final Fantasy
ring.
13?
I didn't. I've watched other games and I thought that this one might have been like. I'm not gonna lie. All of these games look amazing, as
Yeah.
you can see. But I bought it because I thought, hey, Final Fantasy, let's see what it is.
Yeah.
And after that, for me, the battle system is something that I just couldn't get over. Like the turn-based, especially like the way that the potential could have been with this real-time kind of battle, which they have now introduced. Now I'm a little bit more intrigued by it.
So you didn't like?
I hated turn-based battles.
Because Final Fantasy 13 is a great example how turn-based kind of evolved from Final Fantasy 10, for instance, where
Yeah.
it was you can wait as long as you want for your turn. You weren't going to be attacked or anything. It was
Yeah.
actually turn-based. Like, it's your turn. It's like in Pokemon, your turn, the opponent's turn. Whereas in Final Fantasy 13, it was more of
a little bit more fluid.
you had some a time limit
Yeah.
before the enemy would attack. So you had to
Shout
be a
out to
little
bit more fluid.
you had to be a little quicker on your feet. And now this is completely like within the game. You just like you're fighting.
See, the
This
only
is
thing, I each system has its plus ups and downs. Like I like the turn-based in the sense that you know that you can get hit and you're not gonna fall over like a fucking bridge because it's part of the game, right? But it's designed so that your character is going to take a few hits.
Yeah.
Whereas when you have this whole like you control the entire fight kind of thing, and your stamina and shit, you aren't necessarily supposed to get hit, and it makes it a lot harder,
Right.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. Each game is different how we'll manage that. Like I was playing this game, Lords of the Fallen. Yo, you take a fucking beating in that game. It's easy-ish compared to Dark Souls, but like still, man, like that game is fucking tough as shit. I was playing Lords of the Fallen. I think like the first section, like literally the first section. I couldn't get through it without dying. And the thing is too, in that game, when you die, everything respawns. So it's like you're not even as far as where you left off.
Yeah. I think a good comparison of a game recently that I played that kind of mimics, or this game, feels in its combat system is Shadows of Mordor. You'll see later on in this demo that there's certain abilities that you will have in the full game that are kind of shown off in the final battle. Right now, the purpose of the demo is to obviously teach you how to play the game.
To demonstrate the game.
Demo and straights. So, I take liberties and just try out the different weapons and whatnot, and I can never get over just how
Like,
creative.
Even like in
the
some
designers
section
are.
of the video, you can see like the enemies take a beating. Like they genuinely take a beating. Like they're not hitting you back that much, but like still, like it takes a lot to take them down.
Yeah, and
So like it's stuff
I
like
feel
that kind of makes
Dark
me.
Souls has started this trend of making
That's what I mean,
tough
like, it's-
enemies.
tough enemies. Oh yeah.
And related back to what I've said in other videos, I don't like when you take your one unique mechanic and water it down with other people's shit. I don't know. Just me.
I think Square Enix, what they've done with this one is, they're on their 15th numeric title, higher than that with all the side ones. They're trying to evolve and differentiate between each game.
Well, the title Final Fantasy, I feel, is just does each game connect?
No,
Yeah, that's the thing.
it's different
Each
universes
game
sometimes.
is different.
The
Yeah.
one thing I was wondering though as well is in Final Fantasy, has it ever been like where, so like in Borderlands, because the closest I'm sorry I don't play that many RPGs turn-based style, but in Borderlands, when you fight a monster, it's kind of calibrated toward your level, in the sense that once you beat that monster, whatever, if you want more of a challenge, you go back and you can play a harder version of the game.
Right.
Does
Oh,
this
like
game have
easy,
that?
medium, hard. Like
Well,
hints?
yes, but in Borderlands, it's called like regular True Vault Hunter Edition, the Ultimate Vault
Oh, okay.
Hunter, and it just keeps getting harder and harder.
right. In Final Fantasy games, it just seems you level up. There is usually some sort of progression system as you gain abilities or higher health and mana.
So the game scales with you.
The game will scale with you.
So the enemies become harder as well.
Yes, usually more
But
exotic.
is it restricted to zone, or is it more so like?
So if I were to restart, so I'm just about to go into the final battle, the final boss,
Final ball.
and I just decide, oh, I want to go back to the first mission.
Really fluid shout out.
Are they all going to be one-hit enemies, or did they scale and it still takes a
That's
few hits?
exactly-
I feel like in each
why I
location
understand.
or setting in the game or whatever, it's gonna be like Pokemon. You go back to Palatown, you're gonna face level 2s.
Oh, okay.
That's the feeling I'm getting, because that's what it's been for Final Fantasy 13. That's what it's been for previous.
But yeah,
ones.
even in Borderlands, if you go back to like the earliest level
Yeah.
area, you'll still feed
Yeah,
like.
I think
little
definitely
minnows.
in that sense, it'll there will be areas where you're just facing the low level creatures, and you
But
know
then they
what?
stop giving you XP anyway, so. Whatever.
Yeah, because they scale down the XP that you get.
Yeah.
When you're level 70, Charizard is facing level 3 Pidgey.
It's
you're
not like
getting
RuneScape where
1
you can
XP.
just grind those rats forever.
Grind those hill giants. Oh my gosh, and you know what, that mechanic will make you go out and find a challenge, because it's
Yeah.
more rewarding.
Definitely.
So it's nice to progress through and not just hang
And
around
as well,
one
I
area.
guess you can go back and you can play those easier monsters to try and hone your skills.
Yeah.
'Cause then you don't have the fear of being hit.
What I'm hoping this game offers is
Challenge.
challenge, but an interesting group of characters from the demos, or not the demos, sorry, the trailers I've watched. It's Noctis and his group of friends, and usually they're in a car. Like I think in this game, it's your dad's car. It's kind of his.
I'm in
Safe.
Minon's car.
I'm in my dad's car. It's they explain it's like his safe place. It reminds him of his dad. I'm guessing the character has a really strong relationship with his father.
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues. And I don't know about you guys, or if you guys heard, there is a companion, I believe, movie coming out.
Really?
There's a full-length feature coming out.
I'm looking forward to that. I really like Advent Children.
Yeah, and I think it's actually, you know what? I will tell you.
So
what
what's
it's all-
happening now, actually, on screen?
What's happening now is I turned into a fucking crocodile with wings. So another mechanic of the game is there's these blocks and things that you step on that change your appearance, or some sort of mechanic in the game. Look what I am.
What?
Look what I am now. It's a giant.
Gazelle.
So it's just weird because
Gazellarath.
yeah, this whole demo is just weird.
It's meant to. It's meant to
be.
because It's a dream.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's
So-
a dream. Yeah.
It's your Final Fantasy.
As I mentioned, it's crazy how unique the writers and developers and designers of Final Fantasy series are in each game. They seem to come up with something unique or special that sets each game apart enough, so that it's not just like a rehash of the last one. I mean, besides the early ones when you played as sprites. And
Yeah.
eight-
Please tell me you went back to that area like 100 times to see what characters you could be.
I actually will turn into. I think I only saw those two, to be
You're
honest.
turning
I
into
think
the
those
Hulk.
are the only twos.
Wow.
That are
In the
in the demo. Who knows if there's other parts? But at the same
yeah.
time, maybe this is just restricted to the demo and
Yeah,
isn't a
of
feature in the
course.
game.
Yeah.
Because why would they show off everything they have to offer? Gotta
So
hold some
I
tickets.
have another question, because for me, I also found a big issue with Final Fantasy 13 was just how linear it was. Like literally, the map was a line that was kind of bent at one point or whatever. Like there was zero exploration. I think there was at one point I got into like a little bit more of a wider circle that you kind of walk around, there's nothing in there, and then on the other end was the continuation of the line you're supposed to go through. Does this game feel just as linear as that, or is there more of an open world feel, or at least not like a confined line or pathway that you have to take? because there's nowhere else to go.
As far as the demo goes, it seems like it's more linear.
Seems more linear.
Demos kind of have to be though too.
Yeah, they need to finish
guide
it off
you
and
for it.
guide
Yeah.
you.
Well, from what I see right now, it doesn't seem as linear as what Final Fantasy 13 was.
Mhm.
Here, there's an area you are exploring. These paths that are here, there's different levels. You're going around in a much more dynamic
I know what you
level.
mean. Yeah.
There is more to explore, not like Final Fantasy 13. That was just a straight path.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You can explore.
Final Fantasy 13, if I can compare, was a corridor.
Yeah.
This feels a little bit more like a plaza.
No, it definitely is
just
plaza.
yeah, it
But-
is a plaza, but I mean like feeling of level.
Feeling like an alligator.
Yeah.
Interior crocodile alligator.
So just quickly to
With wings.
Dylan to explain the movie that's coming
Yeah.
out. This being distributed by Sony Pictures.
Cool.
It
Maybe
is
good animation. I
yeah.
like them for that.
The director that was on Advent Children is returning,
Sick.
Takeshi
Alright, I'm watching
Nozu.
for sure.
Takeshi Nozu, and it is
Have you guys
obviously
watched that
it's
movie?
yeah, I love it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
computer animated, so
Yo,
Boom.
Juan, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen
Yo,
it.
dog, we gotta watch it.
watch it.
What's it called?
Advent
Advent Children.
Fantasy
We'll watch
Advent
it together.
Children. It's based on Final Fantasy 7, so you
I
have
haven't seen it in a
Cloud.
few years, so it'll be fun.
Let's watch it right now.
We could watch it.
Honestly,
Um,
it's so good.
You want to hear what's okay? So it's called Final Fantasy Kingsglaive or Kingsglaive Final Fantasy XV to be specific. Take this in.
What are you doing with Mother?
Starring Sean Bean,
What?
Really?
He dies.
Yo, his character's gonna die.
Lena
Plot twist, his character
Lena
doesn't die.
Headey, who plays
What?
Cersei Lannister in Game of Thrones. So you got two Game of Thrones, and Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul.
Oh,
Bitch.
Nice.
Bitch.
So take that in. So they're going. It's full length. It's gonna be
Yeah.
110 minutes. It's gonna be released in
Yo,
Japan.
I'm actually really
Europe,
looking forward
North
to
America.
because they're fucking
And
their animation's
it does,
so good.
yeah, and it does deal with the whole world that Final Fantasy 15
Yeah.
is building, which is the Fabula Nova Crystallis subseries. So going back to your earlier question, if all the games kind of connect, no, or in Chris's question, no, because Final Fantasy 13 had a different world,
Yeah.
which I think spawned 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. The first one, the Lightning Returns, and there was another one.
Wait, so then are they connected or not?
That Final Fantasy 13 and those sub games are just as Final Fantasy 7
Another
was
really good animation
Oh,
I've got to
okay.
recommend
with a couple others.
because it just popped in my mind is Appleseed Ex Machina. If you guys haven't seen that, fantastic.
Awesome.
Just saying. One question I've got to ask though to you guys and even to the audience, like, because I'm actually kind of curious about this, and it's something that Chris kind of mentioned and alluded to, is are you guys opposed to linear games? Like, is that just something that people don't like anymore? Like, can you guys not get a game that you know is going to be linear?
No, not true.
Not
I'm
true.
not opposed to it. I mean, usually I hope that game will offer something else. And the biggest, I guess, example I can have, or I can provide is Call of Duty. Where the campaign is linear. They
Yeah.
hold your hand through it the whole time,
Exactly.
and you're pretty much watching a movie.
Yeah.
I'll get the game for the multiplayer, but I'll spend some time in the campaign. It's what 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah, because like I kind of don't mind single player linear games. Like I have no issue with it whatsoever, and I really don't like when every game is trying to be a sandbox. Like there are nice sandboxes, but there are certain games that just
Don't
they
work.
don't require it at all.
Right.
Just to put into context what I was saying, like Final Fantasy 13 was annoyingly straight.
Oh, I totally understand what you're saying because this is like Final Fantasy was literally like combat, walk to next combat,
because
walk to next combat.
one linear game that was really good and that I really liked was DMC Devil May Cry,
Yep.
the one with black haired Dante. Short one
Gotcha,
with
okay.
the,
Yeah, yeah.
the 2 guns
I
and
was like, bro, did you just say that?
um,
A lot of people really don't like that game.
I loved that game. That game was so fun.
I like elements of that game.
it was a fun game, but it was linear.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel linear, even though it was. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 was annoyingly linear, which was an issue that I had.
This game looks like it'll fix that.
Yeah,
And
this game
as we
looks like it's not annoyingly linear.
as I alluded to earlier, as you can see, your character Noctis has fully aged and is probably the age that will be in the actual game, and he's also gaining new abilities. which I had to learn on the spot with this, I guess, demo boss. It was kind of difficult because you learn some new tricks and warping and shifting and stuff. So, and now you actually have a health bar and everything. So you can see that you have a health power, and mana, which has been a staple in every Final Fantasy game. It's interesting how they're gonna apply it to this one, but it definitely got that Dark Souls vibe to the boss.
So given that,
It's just huge.
Is it a good direction that they're going in with the live battles, or would you have preferred to fight this turn-based?
I'm definitely gonna say it's interesting. It's something I haven't really dabbled in or dabbed in too much. Just dabbed off screen. It's difficult. It's more difficult. You have to be quicker. You have to kind of learn the mechanics of the game, and it's trial and error. And it's just you gotta grind out how to play this style. I was very caught off. I was caught off guard. Let's just say that. And then at some point, I think my little companion told me, like, "Yo, get shit together here. Hey, listen, get your shit together." And there you go. I think he's totally just trying to help you out.
But you know what? Like,
And then watch. You'll see one of the new mechanics is coming up in this game, which looks interesting because I saw it in the trailers, and it genuinely piqued my interest. I want to experience this more within the actual game. Jump.
Ultimate mode?
No, not even like an overdrive.
like in Darksiders,
Yeah.
where you fucking turn into the actual thing that you never played before.
Oh,
It's something I always wondered about that. It's like, here, you get to play as the fucking horseman, Dad. But he doesn't really become Dad unless you swear on that.
Mutter.
Play as Death's little brother until Death comes out to play.
If I can ask, it looks like there's a mechanic with a double health bar where you kind of lose some of that darker white health, and then
Yeah.
what is that?
I
Or how
believe
does that work?
the other shade is how much your health can recover over time back to.
Okay.
So you might lose this significant portion, but it'll
It's like a fighting
replenish.
game. It's like a fighting game. If it's
Yeah.
completely gone, it's completely gone.
Then you're dead.
If it's not, then you wait some time.
It'll go back up.
Okay.
You know, you just
Yeah.
clean the strawberry jelly off your screen.
I'm curious to see if there is an item system with Phoenix Downs and potions to replenish your life, revive your character, your allies, and this was one of the other interesting
That's pretty cool.
mechanics of the game,
You
which
can fucking press
I'm
X and
exploring.
assassinate.
Warp Strike, it'll do more damage. So
That's actually
I started
got
learning
assassinate.
that, and I'm like, I didn't know I could do that. And so I'm slowly getting better at fighting this guy, but a lot of it was at first button mashing. It's a learning experience. I'm excited to learn what this game will provide once it releases, and I believe it comes out in November. So it's this
I think
year.
it's September actually.
Oh, September?
Yeah, it's September.
Wow.
3rd.
One thing I've got to say though is like with like what you guys were saying about like linear or whatever, but is that that's like I feel like you guys are saying kind of like with a negative connotation in the sense that like movies are linear. Movies are literally as
Yeah.
linear as it gets. Like they,
Yeah.
each person has the same experience.
But
But
how
is that
often do you
problematic?
say that the movie is linear?
You
that
don't
you
say it because
notice
that's the
that
only.
it's linear.
Yeah.
If you
You
notice
can't.
that
you
it's
can't because
linear.
it's the only way that it's presented.
My perspective on that is
But a game doesn't have to be presented linearly to still be a good game. Just like
No,
here,
no, I'm saying the observation can't be made because it's the only observation that can be drawn. How often do people say that movie was really dynamic?
but
'Cause you
now
can't change the
to
movie, you
argue-
can't interact with
But
it.
to argue with that, a movie and a game are two different mediums, two
Agreed.
different art mediums.
Agreed.
You can't compare them in the sense that, like with a game,
You
you
can
are
definitely compare them. The
no,
budget's the same.
you are controlling the main character, and you tell where the movie is going.
Correct.
It's kind of like having the pick your own direction storybooks where it's like turn
Yeah.
to page 3 if you want to do this, turn to
Agreed.
page 46.
But what I'm saying is, what is the problem when there is a game that's like a movie?
my
Metal
perspective.
Gear
Then go
Solid is,
play-
is
hold
like
on.
a movie.
Then go play The
Metal Gear
Order
Solid.
1887 or whatever
Yeah,
it was
sure.
called.
But you see, the only issue with that is that it's not advertised that way. Whereas like when you play Metal Gear Solid, it's well known that they're like hour-long cutscenes. And
My
people
my
fucking buy
perspective
shit.
on it is the movie is
But the game is still dynamic. playable
in a
parts.
sense.
My perspective is a movie cost me $10.
It's becoming more and more sandbox, which is once again my argument is, should it not be level based and more sandbox now? Like, it's obviously moving toward that direction because people are having that close-minded complaint, but is that the
I
right
totally just
complaint
fall
to
here
have?
and lost this one. Like, my perspective is a movie costs me $10 to $12. A game is 60, 70, 80 bucks. I don't want to watch a $60 movie
Using
at once.
your exact same math breakdown, a movie lasts 90 minutes.
Two
a game
hours. Yeah.
lasts 6.5 hours.
Depends.
So it's the exact same math breakdown.
But I think the people.
No, there's no
Yeah.
but. Mathematically, if you're going to use that as an argument, it's
No,
the exact same thing.
$1.
It's
But
honestly, it's the exact same
and
breakdown.
then it goes back to Chris is saying it's a different medium. You're watching a movie to watch a movie. You're playing a game to play a game, not watch a game again.
When you watch
Why
a
can't it be
movie,
both though?
It can be. I'm not saying.
if you want to
that's-
go make the first interactive movie, then by
No,
all
no,
means.
I'm
but
saying like, why can there not be games that fill both means? Why
Oh,
do
there
all
could be.
games have to be A?
I'm agreeing
Why
that
do
there could
all
be.
Games have to.
Hey,
I enjoy
Final Fantasy 13 was the game that was linear.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, oh, don't make games like that. I'm
No,
saying
no, I'm
not gonna play games.
Okay,
like
listen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that is the game to defend on linearity. Like,
That's
there's
the most
if you disliked it,
on hand.
exactly. If you disliked it because it was linear, valid complaint. What I'm saying is, I feel like nowadays more and more people have that as a criticism, and I don't feel like it's always valid.
Well,
Look at Metal Gear Solid. The game was literally a movie. Look at the most recent one. It's literally a sandbox.
Yeah.
but which one did better?
The linear one, the cutscene one.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the other one got better. Look
Look at Ground
that's-
Zeroes.
Yeah.
That's the end of that conversation there. It was
Ground
pure sandbox, no cutscenes. It was just a sandbox. Worst game. Literally the worst game. It was literally just a demo for this new one.
Well, Phantom, whatever.
Phantom Pain.
Hasn't done that well compared to 4. Hasn't done that well compared to 2.
A lot of, I think, besides Final Fantasy, you could say a lot of sequels to games start dissipating and aren't as good, decreasing quality.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 15 looks like they're onto something with just the
You know what,
general
as long as you
unique gameplay
continue- Exactly. As long as you continue a
in their
general
series, unique in their
motion,
series of
like,
games.
There's no issue. As long as you continue momentum.
And you know what? I think a lot of people are craving a Final Fantasy that is like this, because what the most recent ones have been online MMOs, right?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14, I think. It's not quite the
There was
same.
one that was pure, like a subscription-based online one. I think it was like 11.
Yeah, I think so. It's
I couldn't believe that.
there's a fan base for it, right? But I think a large majority of fans are creating a game like this, where it's standalone. It's what they expect in a Final Fantasy series. You know?
I have a funny story about FF11. One of my friends really likes Final Fantasy, and I think he had gone on vacation or something. But when FF11 came out, he was like on vacation, he was out of the country. So when he came back, he like picked up a game from ED, and it was like dirt cheap, it was like $20. And he didn't know that it was a purely online game. So
Oh
he
my
puts
God.
it in, and he's like, "Oh, it's subscription based."
Oh,
He
rude.
was so sad. He was just like,
I would be too.
so.
Yeah, seriously. Though.
Now I know it was so cheap.
yeah. Just quickly
This
keep
game looks awesome.
keep you updated. Like I beat the first boss and I was like, I don't want to finish this demo yet, so I went on one of the warp pads and it spawned a higher level boss, the same kind of boss. And I was having a lot of difficulty with this one too, but I was getting used to the controls.
This
And
game looks really, really good.
It does, yeah.
Like, considering this is a demo, and you guys are saying none of this is going to be in the game, like, it's fantastic.
it's definitely giving you a taste of what's going to be in the game, and
getting you hyped for the game.
and it's like a good taste.
Yeah.
And considering the fact that they're putting a lot of marketing materials behind this next game,
No, I think, they went as far as, they put this boss in the Batman vs. Superman movie. It was a Doomsday.
yeah, seriously, right? Oh man. But besides the movie, they're also coming out with something else too, right? Juan? Do you remember?
What?
Besides, I know they're coming out with the movie Kingsglaive, but I believe they're also coming out with another companion to this whole universe. I'm gonna definitely have to look it up, but no, it's incredible that they're putting so much effort into it.
Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of companies do that. Maybe that's why it took so long to come out with. Is this isn't a game that needs a yearly release installment.
For sure.
Take the time, make the game proper.
I don't believe in yearly installments at all. Like,
No.
I don't know. Like, that's... I feel like you shouldn't have to make a game every single year. Like, truthfully, like, when you're making movies that come out way less frequently, they don't make them every year.
Of course.
And, I mean, they spend way more money and they don't charge as much per ticket. So why should games that charge $60 admission? Obviously, the argument is that most people have the accessibility to see it. But why do they need to make games every single year?
Of course. And I beat the boss again, and he dissolves into sweet black tar heroin.
Booting that black tower.
I turned back into Child Noctis.
Yeah. Did you notice the light came out? The sun was like,
Yeah, there's
yeah, Doomsday's gone.
as you saw, some of the warpads does do speed up time and weather effects, so that was quite interesting to experience. And once again, I don't know if it's gonna be part
look
of.
that. That's awesome.
It's a time lapse. It's beautiful. A lot of lens flare. No, it's
Just going through all
and
the Instagram
there's the
filters.
car. There's the car that I was referring to earlier, and your little companion's like, "Hey, this is your dad's car." It's like, "How do you know? How do you know this?" It's a pretty sweet car.
Yo, your dad has some nice rims.
Yeah,
Selling those on Kijiji or what?
Oh man. But I don't even know what to call your companion. Is he a little fox unicorn?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's gonna be like Foxicorn.
Oh, but even the
Maybe more like a lynx.
Thanks.
oh, it could be a lynx.
See you.
A lynxicorn?
Going back,
Catacorn.
going back, this game has that
Catacorn?
that Final Fantasy feel to it. The aesthetics, like that
Your
looks
cat.
that looks like exactly what you would see in Advent Children.
Unicat?
No, the face,
It's like headwear for a eunuch.
the
I remember your name now.
oh, there's Carbuncle was my
Yo,
dream
you
guide
better
thing.
you better have
named it
named your,
Carbuncle.
you better have
No.
named your dream guide Final Fantasy.
No man, I named him. Oh, what's that? Away from.
I don't know what you're trying to spell.
Final Fantasy. Gay men. Gay men.
Couldn't have been
From
less
Garment.
true because you're currently gaming.
Yeah,
That's alright.
that's copyrighted.
No, he's just foreshadowing
awesome.
that he's gonna go away.
Yeah. And there you go.
Yeah.
Only offers a mere taste. You will join him and his dependable buddies.
Cool.
It's a
Away
nice
from
little.
Gaming 1, away from Gaming 2.
Congratulations. Awesome, guys. That was the Final
That's pretty
Fantasy
cool.
Platinum Demo for Final Fantasy 15. Hope you
kinda
guys
excited
enjoyed it.
about that.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. And tell us what you thought of the demo and if you're excited for the upcoming game.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
next
They
time.
don't even want us to win. They're not even going to start our car in physics.
Yeah.
It's
In
the
physics.
Look
It's
at him
gonna
just
start
looking
outside
at
of
the car.
physics.
He's just looking at it like, what
It
the
is out
hell
of
is
physics.
going on?
That's the FIB building.
Fib.
Not FBI.
You're fibbing.
Female inspector bodies.